Alright, so I'm finally getting around to doing this video. I was supposed to do it like 2 days ago, but due to the whole folks wilding out with the protests and all that and spending quality time with family, I didn't get a chance to go live and do it. But I'm in a spirit of following through what I say I'm going to do. Even if I don't do it on the day I say I'm going to do it, still doing it anyway. Hey Michelle, how you doing? But for those of y'all who want to know, can you still drink alcohol and lose weight or maintain weight loss? Yes, you can. This Patron, baby. But today I'm going to be doing a weight loss try-on and talk about some of my favorite ways to track weight loss progress without the scale, because you do know the scale can be a bit of a B word. It fluctuates every day, and a lot of times it deters us from sticking to our goals because we lose motivation whenever we're working so hard and we see the scale fluctuating and going up when it seems like the stuff we're doing should be making it constantly go down. But weight loss is not a linear process. So I got a few pairs of jeans behind me that I'm going to be trying on for y'all, or just different kind of pants in general, ranging from a size 12 to a size 24. Disclaimer, after I got into a size 16 a while ago, all of my size 24s and 28s, most of my 24s and my 26s, my bad, not 28. I was never a 28. But I got rid of those because in my mind, I'm like, if I hold on to those bigger sizes, it's going to give me more leeway to revert back to my old habits and gain all that weight back. But if I get rid of all them jeans, baby, it's going to give me more motivation to want to stay where I'm at and maintain my progress and even lose some. So I'm about to do a try on and discuss 4 ways to track your progress, but also to make sure you understand that just because these are ways to track your progress doesn't mean it's the only way. You have to have multiple ways, because this way I'm about to show you where you track your weight loss progress through different, through clothes, like seeing how clothes fit at different stages is how it can keep you motivated to keep going. But sometimes, you know, it can be backhanded when you rely on clothes because, as we know, in different stores, the brands and the sizes, they range. They don't always run true to size. And so if we lost weight and we got into a size 14 and we go to Walmart and get the same 14, it may not fit because it's not the same. It's not consistent. So you can't let that throw you off or get you off your game. But I'm about to start trying on after I drink this little Patron drink I just made real quick. All right, y'all. So now I'll show you the sizes so you know what I'm talking about. I'm going to start with the biggest size I got, which is, it says a 3X. It was from a store called City Gear or something, so it's probably more junior-ish. I believe it's like the 24, but you'll see how it fits in just a sec. So these first pair of jeans, as you can see, they say 3X. Show you how they fit. Untie these a little bit. Should have some music, but oh well. These things are a little tight. I ain't gonna lie to you. Woo! Shit. And as you can see, I can barely get these on my ass. Woo! Baby. See, now if I was just starting out in my weight loss journey, this would be a deterring factor. This would throw me off and be like, what's the point of all this if a 3X is too tight? Like, what's going on? All right. So, and the old me, trust me, I would have been miserable by that. But since I've learned to grow and learn to trust the process and learn other methods to track, I don't let stuff like that get to me. Now these, you know I was big because whenever, hold on. These were a size 22W, but they were elastic. So that means they probably fit a 24 or 26. But these were tight at one point in time. So try these on. And as you can see, different. But those last 3X's, I could barely get over my ass. So the 24, the 22s kind of really fit a 26 as much as they stretch. Got them. Here's another, what's these? 22. And they still got stretch. You know, that kind of, I would always go for the stuff that stretched a lot. So it would make me feel good, but I knew like if it says a 22 but it stretches, I'm really probably like a 24, 26. It's just making me feel good to see that number on the tag. But with all that leeway, is it really progress? And they feel a little bit like they still kind of fit. That's what's so crazy. It's like they don't look too bad. But they're 22. And you're about to see the numbers get smaller, what I could fit into, which is why this is kind of mind-blowing sometimes. All right? I remember getting these from Lane Bryant like 5 years ago, 1820. Show you the size. It says, I think you can see it. They're 1820. And these kind of snug. I can still get into them. The crotch area is a little long, but the fact that they still fit, that's why I'm holding on to them. I don't like getting rid of clothes that I paid a lot of money for. And look, they kind of snug. They fit pretty decent. The crotch is way down here though. But yeah. So that's how those go. Now I know you're probably like, Kiara, you a 20. You ain't lost no weight. All these pants pretty much fit. What's going on? So we're gonna go a little more drastic for you. Where are these? What are these? These say 16. Let's see how these fit. I really don't remember how these fit, so bear with me. They pretty much fit. They got a little tighter fit, but keep in mind I have on shorts underneath these, but look at that. 16. They fitting. They're a little snug, but they're not too bad. Again, clothing is one of my favorite ways to track my progress and also keep me on track, because if the more I get rid of the clothes that start getting too big, the more I feel determined to maintain my progress, because first of all, clothes ain't cheap, especially plus size clothes. And I don't want to be going on shopping sprees every month because I'm losing weight. So that's also a downside to it, but still, it's like the larger the clothes, the more you pay. So when you start getting out of those extra larger sizes, it's determination to stay where you're at and even continue to lose weight so you can finally get in those straight sizes that you don't have to pay so much more for. And let's see, these are some of my favorite jeans. So those last shorts were 16. These are a 14. Here's the size 14. 14. Let's see how these fit. They got moderate stretch, not much. I think these were from like Charlotte Russe or something. Whew, these gonna be hold on, baby. Woo. Okay. It was a little struggle to get up in there, but they button, so they good. They zip up. See the 14, they fit kind of like the 16s. And now, one more size to show y'all that I already tried on today, so they don't go up all the way. Last year, when I was the same size, I was doing so much cardio that I was slimming down, which was unbelievable to me. But I didn't like that look, so I started doing a lot more weight training and putting on weight in my lower half. So now they don't fit like that because my butt has gotten bigger, significantly bigger than last year when I was like 170. But these bitches right here, they ain't got hardly no stretch. And just so you see, they're 12. Hold on. Whew, I say 12 medium at that. I'm like a 12 large. Look at that. It says 12 medium. And like I said, I already know I can't get in them, but I'm just going to show you how my body can fit. Pretty much, you can see how it would fit into all these sizes. Hold on. Woo! See, what we're not going to do, if it wasn't for my butt growing, they would have went on. I could still probably get them on. Woo! Shit. What we're not going to do is force them though. See, they go that far. squeezing in there. Hold up. Whew. If I wanted to be a stuffed can of biscuits, I could get away with this shit. But they're a little too tight for my liking. But they still pretty much look decent if I had a shirt on that you didn't see through. And it just shows. I just showed you a 24, a 22, I skipped the 18, a 16, and a 14, and now a size 12 medium. All on my frame that. And I'm going to keep these because I know within like 2 weeks or so, I'll be back in them, especially because the gym opened back up today. So having stuff that are a size smaller is motivation to keep going to reach your goals. Even if you outgrow them, because they fit at one point in time. They fit at some point a few months ago. But I haven't really been working out or caring about weight loss so much as I've been caring about building a butt, because I didn't have a butt when I was bigger. And it was starting to take form, but when I was doing a bunch of cardio last year, it just turned into a wall. But now, I mean, it's still a wall, but I got a little something back there, so. But like I said, having stuff that is a size smaller is not necessarily bad, especially if it's like 1 or 2 sizes smaller. That's like a lot of motivation to get into it. So I suggest you find a piece of clothing that you are eyeing, that you think looks good, that you would love to have. You can't necessarily fit right now, but that's the goal. That's something to help motivate you to get into it in a way that does not involve the scale, because again, the scale fluctuates day in and day out. You cannot eat a single thing, drink a single thing, do a single thing. The scale will probably still move up. As long as you are alive and breathing and your body is functioning on the inside, the scale will fluctuate. So I just wanted to show you how you can track your progress. And you can either choose to hold on to the bigger sizes for like that, you know, that before and after feel, that like, look where I started and look where I am now. Or you can also choose to get rid of some if you think it's going to play negatively into your life and give you an easy, make you want to revert back to your old bad ways and gain up all the weight because you still got those pants. You still have that crutch to fall back on. Versus if you get rid of all of them, then what? You'll have to go on a whole new shopping spree if you gain all that weight back. And a lot of us, especially during this time, don't want to spend a bunch of money on clothes just to go back to being extra fat when we could just be 12 medium fat. You feel me? But I also, baby, let me take these off because, woo, and in that light right there is so hot. Child, and then the Patron that I was drinking. But anywho, put them around my ankles for now. I also took notes about a few other ways you can track your weight loss progress without the scale. I just talked about tracking clothes, seeing how they fit through different stages of your journey. Number 2, use a tape measure to track inches. I do like that one because it's very accurate, but I'm not good with measurements. Like, I always feel like I need someone to be able to, you know, do my thigh and get it accurately, my waist, and different things like that. But, you know, the scale lies. Inches really don't. And a lot of times when we're looking at ourselves every day in the mirror, we don't notice much changes. But you ever go out, like after you lost 5-10 pounds, somebody be like, dang girl, you must be losing weight, because the inches are noticeable. The number on the scale, your weight is not so much noticeable. So tracking your inches is great. I suggest getting a tape measure. They're probably like $1 or so. Less than $5 at Walmart, the dollar store, wherever you can get one, it doesn't matter. If you're good with numbers and you like to see the numbers moving on paper in a way that's consistent, because again, the scale is not consistent, but the inches are, I suggest doing it that way. I suggest tracking them maybe once a month. You don't need to do it more than that, because if you do, you'll get discouraged, because inches, you're not going to see the inches just flying off like that every single day. But over time, over long periods of time, you will see the numbers start to move and change. And that's what a lot of us are after anyway. We could really, like, imagine, a lot of us have had our own body goals. We see somebody, we're like, yes, we want our body to look like theirs. Imagine if your body looked just like theirs, but your weight remained the same as it is today. Would you care? Probably not. So track your inches as another way to monitor your progress and see how much work you've been putting in or how much work you've not been putting in. Because if the inches go up, you know something is up. Number 3, take progress photos. That used to be my favorite. Before and after photos where you would see people's, like, where they started, where they're at now, or where they're currently in their journey. To me, it's like the clothing. It's a catch-22. It's good in some ways, but some ways it's not. But for those of us who like suffer with body dysmorphia or whatever, and that's when like you lost a significant amount of weight, but you still see your reflection as the same fat person you were before you lost the weight. And sometimes the before and after photo helps us visualize, actually see the progress, see what others see when they are congratulating us on our success and our weight loss and giving us compliments, but we want to kind of backhand the compliment because we don't really see it because we see ourselves every day. But having that photo from when you started and wherever you're currently at and where you're going can help be that visual representation of, wow, this is what I was. Look where I am now. Dang, look how far I've come. So that's a good one too. And the last one I'm going to share is tracking your levels of fitness. Like, say you 300 pounds. Track, record, or whatever, how many push-ups you can do. Regular push-ups. If you can't do none, all right, at this weight, I couldn't do none. Oh, you lost 15 pounds? Do some push-ups. Oh, look, I can do 2. Oh, you lost 100 pounds? Look at that. You can do a push-up. You can do a whole push-up with one hand. You got to track stuff like how much can you run? How much can you run without going out of breath? How many stairs can you climb without feeling like you're finna die? Track your levels of fitness that way to see how much your endurance is building up and how much that signifies how much weight is coming off. All the pressure that's built up on your body and your structure that's making you tired and out of breath and wheezing just for doing simple things. Track it that way. But yeah, we got to stop relying solely on the scale. A lot of times our scales are not even accurate at home because we haven't changed the batteries. We haven't calibrated it. It's just it's $2 and you know, it's only going to do what $2 worth of work to be accurate anyway. If you're not going to the doctor regularly, where I think those are the most accurate scales, or having a professional weigh you like at a gym or something, I feel like the scale is not a great measure of progress in a weight loss journey. It can actually deter you from consistently doing the things you need to do to get to where you want to be in life. But yeah, y'all, if you haven't already, be sure to click the link in my bio and get my free guide on how to lose weight without dieting. That'll outline a few actionable steps you can take today to finally learn to live the life of your dreams, be happy, healthy, comfortable in the skin you're in, and lose weight in a way that's in alignment with you, your journey, where you're trying to go, without restrictive diets and without excessive exercise. Because I did not lose 200 pounds and maintain it for the last 2 years, overworking myself or restricting foods and saying I can't have no Patron every now and then. It's all about balance and doing what works for you. Forget what works for them. Forget what works for her. Figure out what works for you and make it stick and make it a part of your everyday life, y'all. All right, y'all have a good... this live will be added to my timeline and as an IGTV format. So don't worry if you missed the beginning. You'll be able to see my try-ons and all of that as soon as I upload it now. All right, y'all, have a good day.